It's December 26, 2023, and the market's up 24% year to date. And what does this mean going forward? Now, many are gonna make predictions based on a lot of variables, but here are some statistics that you can base 2024 on. And again, this is not a crystal ball and this is not guaranteed, but based on history, this is what will happen. So Ben Carlson has a great article that I'm going to basically paraphrase and share snippets of it for this whole entire video. One of the first pieces of information he shared in this article is that there are more 20% plus years in the stock market since 1920 than there are negative years. So all this doom and gloom that always happens, just realize it's really not that common. And he goes on to say, since 1928, there are 34 years where the market has returned 20% or greater against 26 years that are down. So not only has the market been positive in those years, but it's also been plus 20% in those years. So all in all, the market's been up 20%, 36% of the years, and down only 27% of the years. And the average down year is a negative 13% loss. Now for some, that might feel substantial, but all in all, that's not too bad. And it's a pretty good trade-off. And so I'm not in the prediction business, but 2024 looks to be a very good year based on historicals. I'm gonna provide a screenshot of all of the market returns of 20% or greater, and then the year that follows that in the return that they had. So of this chart, 65% of the time, 22 of the 34 years were green, following an up year of 20%. And therefore it was down the other, which was 35% or 12 of the 34 years. The average return following a 20% year plus was around 8.9%. The average gain was 18.8% in up years, and in down years, it was a 9.1% loss. And there were 19 double-digit years, and there were just 2 double-digit down years. And obviously this is good data, but this should not make your decision for 2024 to invest or not to invest or what time to invest in the market. The goal is to always dollar cost average into low-cost index funds and ETFs for the long haul, regardless of what the market does, but I do like to provide some market insight. And so here's another chart on the screen that shows, does the market actually care what happened last year? And quite honestly, there's not a lot of correlation from one year to the next. And Ben goes on to say that inflation rate is falling, interest rates are gonna fall. At least the prediction is that they will fall about 3 rate cuts in 2024, and wage growth is stalling. But he even says he's not smart enough to know if this is pricing the market now, later, whenever it's gonna be, and there's a lot of unknown variables, so there's no reason to guess at the end of the day. However, I like to provide a lot of good data, and Ben is a phenomenal expert in the financial field. I really respect him. And this is exactly why I'm doing a video in honor of his article, because he is fantastic. I highly recommend follow. So make sure you guys give Ben a follow, and I will see you next Monday.